Day 24. Um, this book is called Rags of Night in Our Mouths. It's by Margo Wheaton. It was published in 2022 by the Hugh McLellan poetry series. Listen, for my father. We've assembled again at the kitchen table, heads bobbing, deep in ancient rivers of chat. Tasseled lavender bunches and chamomile hung from ceiling rafters, earth candles for our table. Bricks of wrapped amber papers, seasons old, on the old pine chair. Our back, the reedy dark runs all the way to the property line. 5 black pines you planted, our defiant flags. Silence in the belly of the breathing house. Night so deep, it's reaching through rooms as if searching its pockets. That's the first page in the book. It's part of a sequence catching the intersections between Wheaton's long family history and the area of New Brunswick. The second section is the release after capture. She catches it in that place where people and world meet, especially people in distress, as the people in her book are. And the second section opens her arms and releases it into the world. The book moves out onto the land, the salt marshes of New Brunswick. The poems open up as you go along until that last section, the third, when the lines have so much white space that you feel on the page like this land feels when you are within it. I live in Cape Breton, at the eastern edge of Nova Scotia. I remember hearing someone say the prairies are boring. No, no, not at all. The prairies, like the salt marsh and like much of Cape Breton, these low, spare lands here where I live, they demand you get down and look. And it's there. The beauty of it. This is a section 26, actually, is its number. Collapsed around the drain in the bathroom sink. A tiny white violets, an exhausted dancer. At dawn, the sudden grace of a ring-necked pheasant wandering the garden rows. He's a ruined king looking for gold. In the marrow, echoes of generations falling. There could be more. The dark thirst in the blood is a clot that's still traveling the length of our lives. Leave it be. The ants will come again, invade. I'm taking it back. I'm taking the history we've twisted like sheets into rags. That's the one white bone I'll fight you for. I love that piece. This is a narrative, the whole thing of survival. At least that's how I take it. The thing about this book, and the reason you should buy it is, it sounds beautiful, of course, but this woman, her ability with line endings is off the charts, and you can't really appreciate that by listening to it. You have to see what she does. Like in that first one that I read you, the third stanza, bricks of wrapped amber papers, seasons, hyphen, that's the line break. And then she starts the second line of a 2-line stanza. Old on the old pine chair. It's such a good line break. It adds so much to the poem. And there are many, many other places here. Like, for example, she makes the choice in the one I just read to you of ending the line with the letter A. A, tiny white violets, an exhausted dancer. And it goes against most conventions in terms of how to end a line, and it works. I think the thing about this book is it's just like Saltmarsh and it's just like the prairie. It's about paying attention to what the author chooses to do, because I don't think there's a thing in here that isn't a choice. On the next page, the solid noun of a toppled box elder, leafless on the thawing ground. The way that line break after toppled works, the line below it is longer. It allows for the solid noun of a toppled, it allows the toppling to occur, is what happens. It's like I'm going out to a ghost town later today, and it's like the forest on the way there is scrub, and all of the beauty is in that one small break where the tree was shattered by a hurricane and things are growing out of it, and over and over and over. Its body a white bear, a monarch drowned. It's just the whole book is full of it. It's full of that kind of poem within a tiny moment. Here's another one. This is 31. In the sink, the metal tap drips once, then stops. 4 p.m. My stepmother's upstairs, asleep. When the sun begins to fall, she'll rise. As I step from wildered garden rose, I pause, shake out a shoe. Rose cream petals rain through the air. It's midnight. She's up, sorting through boxes for something to sell. The moon's up, too, graying the sill. What she does with the eye, how she moves the reader's eye, that sink, that metal, that drip in the sink, which we all know. Somebody up, sleep upstairs, the sun, out to the garden, looking at that, down to the shoe. They're all these small moments of beauty in the world. Rose cream petals, somebody upstairs sorting through a box, that sound, and then the moon graying on the sill. This everything is anchored in the moment, in the small space that the eye can encompass. Last one I'm going to read is 10. It's from the last section of the book. In dawnlit woods, go deeper. Trunks clamor, splintered, splayed in different ways. Quiet, pewter silk of lichen, muscled backs of mushroom shells. This swatch of sober suede brown, gale in the dying marsh reminds me I've paid. Suddenly, everything's calling, roping my eyes. The world's adorned in ribbons. It feels that piece feels like how the whole book handles the world by looking. That's it.